Got one jug still out, and we'll see if we can't pick it up real quick. Okay, here's one of my jugs, and it's a half-gallon milk jug, and it's got a couple of wraps of fluorescent tape around it. Oh, we got something on it. Yeah. Got a spotted gar. Had a spotted gar. Now this is something a little bit new that I tried. I've got two lines on this jug. I've got a 4-foot drop line with a hook, and I've got a 25-foot line that's got a 1 ounce lead weight, and that's obviously not enough weight that a fish isn't going to drag it around. But the whole idea is just to keep my jug from floating away. Because if you think about it, most people fish jugs with just the milk jug and their drop line with their hook. And if you've got even a 1 mile an hour wind, you come back and check it an hour later, and that jug's drifted a mile from where you dropped it off. So my theory was that a very small weight would keep the jug in place, and once you get a fish on, they don't tend to just deadhead in one particular direction. They'll tend to kind of zigzag back and forth, and over time they really don't veer that far from one particular area. So I'm not worried so much about a fish just taking off and running away with my jug. What I'm trying to keep is just a slow, steady wind from carrying away my jugs. And this seems to be working pretty good so far. This is only the second time I've tried these. All we've got here is just about a 1 ounce, or actually, excuse me, that's a 2 ounce lead weight, and that's on a 25-foot line attached to the jug. The other line was a 4-foot line with a hook on it. These really show up good at night. You get out here on the lake and hit your Q-beam and flash it around, and you'll see these things real easy. And a little bit of weight, even though that's not much, seems to keep them from drifting off, and I think that's going to work out real well. Here's a gar that I got earlier off a yo-yo. Typical spotted gar for Cane Creek Lake. Their spots aren't very pronounced this time of year. Earlier in the spring, their spots they're actually real pretty. They get a kind of a coppery color, and their spots show up good, really good. But look at that mouth, man. That mouth is just full of sharp little needly teeth.